take this down, we are going to cut our clothes. We are going to cut our coat, the size of our clothes. We're going to reduce money going to counties. We're going to reduce money going to the judiciary. When I came into office, the judiciary was getting 18 billion. Today, they are getting 25 billion. But it was because I believed in the rule of law. I believed that we needed to do something about making sure that our judiciary has resources, because Kenyans were telling me directly, justice delayed is justice denied.
Will you cut the size of your government?
The highest number of judges under my administration, because I believe that Kenyans must deserve justice.
But I think the problem with Ruto is he's cutting everything away from him. Because the first thing he should say is that I'm going to cut my salary. We should start with that. I'm going to cut my staff. That would be the second thing. Third thing will do it. He should cut his convoy. Then he should cut his strips. Like, why is it that if you cut things, you want to cut things that affect us? So it's almost like you want to punish us for not wanting your wife to get our money.
Will you reduce the number of ministers, ministries, or state departments, or advisors?
That is an area we are going to target and cut down, because it is the reality we have to face.
Mr. President, when things like this happen elsewhere, this is a whole finance bill that's been taken down.
Correct.
You have people who have been advising you on financial matters. You have people who have been advising you on political matters, listening to the people. You have advisors who have talked down at Kenyans, who have called them spoiled kids, KFC, Java, and whatnot. And you have people who have been around you talking into your ear with regard to some of these things. And many people have ventured to actually say that this amounted to a vote of no confidence. Is there going to be some kind of shake-up that actually acknowledges that this is not where we should have been, and therefore, I am sorry, Kenyans, and this is what I'm doing about it? Because short of that, how are we to know that we will not find more of the same?
Watch this space.
There are those who have said, now that clearly there are many people who have lost confidence in Parliament, there are those who have lost confidence in you, that maybe the way to regain the legitimacy is to go to an election.
There is no...
Man. And this people is asking this guy tough questions, man. It's a sad day to be Ruto. It's a tough day to be Ruto. But I'm glad he does these interviews, because he is improving our democracy. So the next president will demand to see him as much. So as much as we want to cast stones at Ruto, he's doing something that has never been done. Uhuru will have never done this. Kibaki will have never done this. Moi, you just know, will have never done. So among the presidents, the most free and the most, as much as he likes to ask, at least he answers, like at least he listens. He gives that opportunity to talk, even if he won't listen. So such interviews and such moments are very crucial. And such questions, which people like me can't ask him personally, for journalists to go and ask what they think, not what they are told to ask. It's just a genius thing. So for this, I think this was the one thing we should thank Ruto for. At least he's brought a little bit of openness to the presidency and to the government.
No provision. You know, we are a country of the rule of law. Yeah? We must, whatever it is that we do, we must keep it within the parameters of the rule of law. And we cannot take what has happened over the last 2 weeks or thereabout and say we are going to abrogate our constitution. I think we will be going towards anarchy. And I don't think that is where we want to take our country. There is a demand on me as president, and I have said, because of where we are, because of what has happened, there is going to be a thorough cut down on many things, whether we are talking about allowances. Maybe even we should have a conversation around salary. We had a meeting here with MPs, and even them, they are persuaded maybe it is time to ban Harambes so that we remove avenues of people participating in largesse, demonstration of, opulence. And I want to tell you that I am going to take action. I am going to work on this. I know what we should do, but I am also not going to be reckless and take the country into a crisis. I will make sure that I act responsibly and listening to what the people of Kenya are saying.
But for the opulence, whom did they learn? Who did they learn it from? Because you are the one who was dishing out money to churches for over a year, a million, over and over. There's somewhere Oscar Sudi learned that from. And who does he hang around? It's obviously you. So you're the one who taught most of those people to do that. So it's almost like you loot money, then you take it back to church. Because most of those people, they take it back to the church just for them to wash their sins. It's almost like they're paying to wash their sins, to pay for what they've done. So it could have been better if they built hospitals or even built schools for the poor people, because it's our money they are dishing out to us. And you're the one who taught them that. So maybe you unteach them whatever you had taught them to be a better way.
I don't know if this will preempt you, Your Excellency, but one of the most serious concerns that have been coming out, including in the Gen Z demonstrations, is the question of corruption. And right through this interview, you've not mentioned the word. And even as you go into that, I want to give you two illustrations. Kenyans dealt with or encountered the problem of fake fertilizers.
Yes.
And you never took action against your cabinet secretary for agriculture. Before that, we had the scandal around the importation of edible oil, which, Your Excellency, we don't know where the edible oil is to date. I don't think it ever found itself to the market. Again, there is a cabinet secretary in that ministry. And also, what got into the market was condemned sugar. And when we look at all the information around these three cases, these are people close to you. They're cabinet secretaries. And so you are unable to take action against them. So why should you be trusted now to act? Because there are those who read and say you are really a hostage of those who campaigned for you to become president. They get away with anything.
Three things, Linus.
I know this guy is going to twist that thing, because everyone knows that Linturi happened and everything. Linus has come with facts. But a president will never say that I was wrong on this. He'll just find a way to maneuver. So let's listen to the lie.
We hadn't reached the question of corruption. So don't unfairly accuse me that I have not spoken to it. I am ready to speak about it. So that's number one. Number two, I fired the CEO of KEBS when the sugar thing came up. Number two, on fake fertilizer, the minister, Mithika Linturi, was taken through a process in Parliament. The CEO of National Cereals Board, the general manager of National Cereals Board, and other 7 members of staff are in court as I talk to you. The people who signed the contract, they are in court.
You spare big fish and roast the small fish.
No.
Yeah, because who's the boss?
Let me just finish.
Yeah.
Because I need, Linus, I am a fair person, and I am a believer in the rule of law. Even though I may not like you, but I must respect that there is a due process. The moment, we will have a minister who is charged in court, meaning there is evidence that they have participated in crime.